James Madison University.
Hello, NFL.
Good Lord, our stats are almost.
And this game figures to be no different. They develop. It's the Davis. They've got the call in this week's city.
Hopefully he's not.
Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good
Does he now?
on tap between the Houston Texans. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be
2-yard gain. Suck my dick.
Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4?
Then it's going to be quick.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
A second down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's me, Tanner. The best there is, was, and ever will be.
It's a game
Tanner's watching the stream.
And that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about.
Yeah, he talked to me in game. Tanner ain't call out a damn word.
Break out or you can break
Bitch
in.
ass.
That makes it hard to defend.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
That jive turkey gobbler looking motherfucker.
He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and that'll bring up second down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak.
Hey, I tried and then went in LOL.
Lies.
Incomplete pass. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They'll get 9 there as that sets
He likes to throw over the middle.
Down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Blue, I'd even tried to lie and say I was stuck in a ditch, still didn't work.
Complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Come on, let's go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he
Put that shit
hang
down.
on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without
If you
securing the
don't
catch.
have my
He was thinking
dough,
about
then
those
you
rack
owe
yards
me.
instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
What's up? Because all I do is win, win, and win no matter what. Got money on my mind, I could never give it up. Said every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
And he'll get it up the middle. Oh, he's got a little
And they stay there.
And he's brought down, getting this one
And
up to
they
about
stay
the
there.
35.
And they
All
stay there.
weekend
Up,
practice,
down,
they
up,
stretched,
down, up,
grounding,
down.
pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick.
Ah, he almost caught that shit anyway. Come on,
They're
Cap.
trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Kaepernick will try again on second down.
Covers that time. Oh, come on, Braxton!
Right there, a nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now the defense for Dallas.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
So still a full 10 yards.
Brock
to go
Osweiler
here
doesn't
for
see the field
offense
anymore.
on third down.
He knows what he did.
Pull this one deep right side.
There we go. Will Fuller.
A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
Will
We know he's got the
motherfucking
speed
Fuller.
there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off
Where
or
are you,
make
bitch?
sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage,
Oh, right,
you
there's
couldn't
no
be more
snow where you
confident
are.
as a
Never
ball
mind.
carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep
I was about to say, be safe out there, buddy, but
this
then I
time.
remembered, wait, no, you can eat a dick.
Again, it's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up third and
Blank
5.
stare.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say,
Nah,
"Let's go
just
get the
don't pay
quarterback
attention
and
to the
disrupt
news."
things."
Third down now following the run.
No, I just really don't pay attention.
To throw, Kaepernick.
Ah,
And he fires
fuck.
one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good.
Leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Shit. The run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's go!
They'll run with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, there's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Let's go!
2nd down, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 3.
Tired of him, man. This motherfucker keeps getting the ball off right as J.J. Watt is smacking him in the face.
His 4th touchdown.
It's fucking perfect, too, every time.
Cowboys are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now to kick it away after the
irritating
touchdown.
as shit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an offset eye. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. After the penalty, it's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick.
Oh, he dropped you, motherfucker!
Hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guy.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team.
I wasn't sure if that was a fake or not.
As we step aside here in this second quarter. The Texans send the punter out. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott, Escobar with it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Come on, let's go. 1-9. Flex round.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free.
You gotta be kidding. Fucking make Zeke Elliott fumble. It flies forward and he recovers it. So now it's a 1st and goal. It flew forward like 15 yards.
The turnover. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for
another perfect pass with pressure in his face.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on.
Apparently Dak Prescott is Jesus himself.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Every pass, I have pressure in his face every time he throws the ball, and he just throws perfect passes 100% of the time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a decision to bring
I'm just so impressed. It pisses me off, but at the same time, I'm impressed by it, you know?
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And 3 and out.
Fucking garbage, man.
No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Fuller. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to trade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver.
Nobody on my team wants to catch the goddamn ball today.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open.
So many fucking drops.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Incomplete.
Another drop?
Pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continue.
Jesus, man.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right
Wide
now.
goddamn open, can't catch the fucking ball.
The half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly
God
fading
fucking
here in
damn
the
it, man.
quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. The left side caught by Diggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Okay.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Fucking fine.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's got Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Kaepernick to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jamarcus Lawrence able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Third down, still 14 yards left. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal.
He dropped.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team.
Catches the ball wide open, but somehow fucking drops it.
One here in this 3rd quarter. Tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up the 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turn. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. Kaepernick throwing on second down.
Fucking course.
A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go.
A give to Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
One man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon.
Make him turn the ball over and throw it right fucking back to him.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good effort there,
Good
9
stop.
yards, but it's going to leave them looking
Christ.
at a 4th and 1. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And Miller with it over the middle. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor And that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Back now here on EA Sports. 6 yards to go here on second down. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Navarro Bowman. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Complete to Quentin Patton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Kaepernick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The give is to Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Come on, let's go. Run 38.
On the counter, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Still 9 yards to go on third down.
We got 3. Here we go.
Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 36 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And quickly, they get to the line. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Surveying the field. Steps up. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wow, I just got shut out.
Get set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So for Dallas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.